About 2 years ago, I took my son Maverick, which was 3 at the time, on his first hunt. Out of nowhere, he asked, "Dad, when are we going to go bear hunting?" I figured it would take me about 10 years to draw a tag, so I decided I would start building points, so one day I could take him on a bear hunt. I did not expect this opportunity to come just 2 years later. As I was packing and making the long commute to Southeastern Utah, the anticipation was high. This was all new country that I had never stepped foot on, and with this being my first bear hunt, I did not know what to expect. A lot of thought went into how I wanted to hunt this bear. After hours of research, I knew that I wanted the fast-paced adventure of hunting with hounds. I found out about Cody with GT Outfitters through a friend at work. No one has a better grasp on this mountain than Cody and his father Guy. Even though Mav is still too young to join me on this hunt, I promised him that I would fulfill his dream of me harvesting a bear.
Okay, start to come up into the opening. Hey, 179. Right there, that's a good shot. That's broadside.
The first morning we headed out around 6. With over 30 dogs loaded, the game plan was to head over to some nasty canyons where Cody had seen a lot of bears in the past.
All right, I think we'll all go to right here, glass real quick, and then send somebody off in here.
The game plan was to work our way around the top of the ridge and drop one guy with dogs in each finger of the canyon and work down until they all met at the bottom.
That poor star dog. Hey!
There's a bear.
Hold up, Hadley. Hold up, Hadley.
Going up in the ridge. Just topping those trees.
Okay.
He's getting right up right there. See that big sow? Look at it.
What's that? Might be a decent bear. Right there on the ridge line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's a decent bear, Dad.
Yeah, it's not too
You
bad.
want to hurry and look through this before it disappears?
Oh, did you want me to head back up, or?
We're trying to make a game plan.
After determining that this was a bear that we wanted to pursue, the game plan was to have Hadley continue to work down the canyon and over that ridge, and to drop Guy off with a bunch of dogs on the backside of the ridge where the bear went over.
I think we'll just go right out here to this.
The plan was for us to stay with Cody to glass from the top.
Guy, what's that bear across the canyon from us going up that side?
I don't see the one you're looking at. Thought I might could see the one who's looking in the bottom. This one we're looking at is dark, almost black.
There's that burnt tree shaded across about a quarter way up the bottom. He's in that green stuff. Headed straight up for it.
That is the smaller bear. That's a cinnamon.
Yeah, it was Cody. That looks like a different one.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. It's a cinnamon, smaller one right there.
It's a pretty bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. Pretty soon we should be hearing these dogs.
After a few minutes pass, Cody spots the big boar running out the bottom of the canyon.
Okay, looks like red's going there, but all the rest of mine are going on the cinnamon. One of my dogs and one of Hadley's went down there, and that'll be on the black one. All these others are on that cinnamon right there.
Oh, I see it now.
We decided to loop around the next bull to try and pull the dogs off the sow and put them back on track of the larger boar.
Come here! Come here!
Well, I mean, that was just that first one when we went around and are looking for it, and the dog, you guys all had the dogs down there trying to get a scent and get on the track. and it's just silent, 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 and then it was just like boom.
Yeah.
And it just
Kicks in.
yeah.
Kicks in.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's still climbing up out. Hey, Bill, come on.
Couple days old. Couple-day old sow track.
So we decided to come back to camp and get ourselves some food, some lunch, and refueled for the evening. And we're gonna go out and probably leave the dogs here and glass a few different canyons spread out and see if we can't glass something up to make a play on tonight, or have a game plan for making a play tomorrow morning. So we'll get some food and keep you posted on where we go.
Little bear.
Peanut butter and strawberry jelly sandwich. It's mine.
Another sound cub. Oh, two little brown cub, and then a.
Yep.
First
one, second.
Day one was filled with a lot of ups and downs, but you couldn't ask for a more exciting day. Day two, just checking out some new canyons where they've seen tracks on big. Around midday, I would have my first opportunity to get out and hike a canyon with Guy and the dogs. It was a great chance to see the hounds work up close.
So there's this really green brush right there, and then just to the right side of it, there's a black dead tree.
Yep.
Upright.
Yep.
He's between that green bush and the black tree.
I see.
Tell me he's a good one. It's about the size of that cinnamon bear that we seen yesterday.
Oh, that's a small one.
Yeah.
This was a bear named Boo Boo, a bear Guy and Cody have watched since he was a cub. Boo Boo still had a few good years to grow, so we opted not to pursue him. We would get the dogs on a good track that next morning. The plan was to track the dogs with the collars and use the roads to head them off.
On the main canyon right below him.
I believe Ranger is over here in this little stub canyon on this side. He looks like he might be going to start to backtrack.
As the crow flies, those dogs tracked the bear over 7 miles, which in that terrain was probably over 20 miles.
Okay, Hank is with Chief and Jaeger.
Okay.
After trailing all day, the dogs finally caught up with the bear, but being too exhausted, the dogs were unable to keep up. Spent a week back at home and in the offices working. I was able to get down here shortly before sundown. We were able to glass up a nice chocolate sow. She's about 300 yards away by herself, so hopefully today we can go and find the boyfriends of those two sows.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can see them trailing. They are still talking.
Last night, Guy and Mike spotted a bear a few canyons over. This morning, we were able to relocate the bear. Once we had a game plan, we started on the stalk.
You can see kind of a trail, and there's a bare spot on it.
Okay.
I think that's probably where we want to go. Hit him. You got him. He's rolling.
You hit him good, but just watch him. He rolled just downhill.
He's still going.
Okay. You see him there?
He stopped. Yep, he's still going.
I think you hit him pretty good.
He's trying to run downhill.
You can see the brush crashing right there. He's got to be right there. Okay, I think we're going to work down the ridge that we're on to about his level and then try to swing around into him. If you want to just keep watching.
Okay, if you come down, from my perspective, the spine that you guys are on, there's a forked tree, and that's going to give you about his level.
That forked dead tree. Okay.
Okay, we know which tree you're talking about.
There he is.
Good job.
Woo!
Okay, he's down. Okay, yeah, he was still right there. We were 15 feet from him. He wasn't moving until we got right here and started talking, and he tried to run. 2 more, both right in him.
Trinity, if you can hear me, got the bear down.
Oh, catch your breath, and then we'll walk over there to him.
Oh, that was awesome.
An adventure, huh?
Yeah.
Kidding.
Just about 2 hours. It was 8:21 when we left. It's 10:14 now. It's your bear, so we'll go when you're ready. You take whatever time you need.
Let's do it.
Lots of ups and downs for sure. It's definitely a real special bear to me that's gonna hold a lot of meaning.
March 11th. That's when it all kind of started. The reason I know that date so well is because that day my dad had a heart attack. And that was the day that it was decided there was no way he was going to be able to come hunting with me on this bear hunt, and likely really come hunting with me again. The superhero that I've looked to my whole life, he is mortal. He has cancer, which already has slowed him down quite a bit. And then this heart attack just has made it so I'm not going to be able to have my hunting buddy that I've had my whole life.
That's how my dad helped me with layups. Then there's a brick wall right here. You're running like you're going downhill real fast.
Soon, I'm gonna have similar experiences with my boys. That's where some of those emotions started to boil over. And being just grateful for that bear and for the hunt and the experience.